want you to know that, okay?
I don't know what you're talking
Trav
about.
has not been relieved. You lost. You bet your butt on your bum-ass New York Giants. Now you owe Trav some cheeks. You need to ante up, sir. Okay?
Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Meg Thee Stallion.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip.
The Rumor Report with Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
I want to see Trav playing video games and you got your bunkie in his face like Meg had hers in parties.
All right. Well, speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, she has created a website that compiles a list of diverse mental health resources. She's sending it out to all of her fans and followers. BadBitchesHaveBadDays2.com. And that is also from Anxiety, a track of her latest album, Traumazine. And so people have been sharing this, but basically you can see some free therapy organizations and other numbers and places that you can reach out to, links for free therapy, crisis hotlines, groups who work specifically with the Black community, including therapy for Black women and Black men, and an LGBTQ psychotherapist of color directory.
I love it, man. Dropping the clues bombs for Megan Thee Stallion. Megan, come set up a booth at my second annual Mental Wealth Expo. We would love to have your foundation represented. We need all hands on deck.
I don't think she has time to set up a booth personally.
Well,
She's
she can
on
send
tour.
people.
Okay,
You know what I mean? You can send people. It's happening October 8th at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square, my second annual Mental Wealth Expo. We'd love to have, what's it called? Bad Bitches Need What?
Have Bad Days Too.
Have Bad Days Too. We'd love to have that there.
All right. Have y'all watched Dahmer on Netflix yet?
Hell no.
No.
Why not?
I don't pay people to scare me. I don't be scaring myself
It's a
in
true
my free
story.
time.
Well, the family of Jeffrey Dahmer's victim, some of the family members are slamming Netflix for making this, quote, cruel new series about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Exactly.
They said the project has been re-traumatizing them over and over again.
You think?
How many shows, movies, documentaries do we need?
You think?
Now, some of the victims' families believe the show is uncalled for. Eric Perry wrote about it. Eric Perry said, "I'm not telling anyone what to watch. I know true crime media is huge right now, but if you're actually curious about the victims, my family, the Isbels, are pissed about this show. It's re-traumatizing over and over again, and for what? How many movie shows, documentaries do we need? Recreating my cousin having an emotional breakdown in court in the face of the man who tortured and murdered her brother is wild. And Eric Perry is the alleged cousin of Jeffrey Dahmer's victim, Errol Lindsay.
See, I always wonder about stuff like that because when you do those type of shows, you have Jeffrey Dahmer. He actually killed real people, so
Correct.
you have to have the real people that he killed, right? You can't just use like non-playable characters. You got to put a name to it.
Now, they actually use some of the 911 calls and everything.
Oh Lord!
But I think if you watch, from the first episode, they actually talked to the guy who was the one that told on Jeffrey Dahmer. He's the one that got away. And so, he's, I guess, hasn't had a good life since then. He's had a lot of things going on. But I think the point of this was to talk about how sexuality and race also led to the killings. And they show that, like, the neighbor, who was a Black woman, was repeatedly calling the cops and telling them there were times they could have caught him a lot earlier on, but the cops weren't taking it seriously and weren't listening to her.
And the people that do those shows like that just want to make money. That's what it boils down to. They can, hide it under the guise of trying to do something bigger and spread a broader message, but they just really profiting off other people's trauma.
Now, Eric Perry did not think that his tweets were going to get so much attention about being re-traumatized. And he said, okay, I didn't expect that tweet to get this much attention. To answer the main question, no. They don't notify families when they do this. It's all public record, so they don't have to notify or pay anyone.
Wow.
My family found out when everyone else did. So when they say they're doing this with respect to the victims or honoring the dignity of the families, no one
Exactly.
contacts them. My cousins wake up every few months at this point with a bunch of calls and messages, and they know there's another Dahmer show. It's cruel.
Now, that's wrong.
It's crazy.
That's foul.
But you don't think about it. Even like when you watch some of these shows on television about people's lives and people you don't think about the victim's family. You just watch them because it's
I do.
entertainment. I don't.
That's why I didn't.
The story, you always watch for the story and how he did it.
Not me.
I never think
Trevor,
about the victims or the victims' families.
I don't pay people to scare me.
That's real life, though.
Exactly. I don't like horror stuff. I'm definitely not watching that. Why would I want to watch this man eat people?
Because I want to know how he kidnapped people, what he did, how he tricked them, what he
me.
used. Because it's you want to know.
I mean, true crime is huge when it comes to podcasting, when it comes to documentaries. Tracy Edwards was a national name back in 1991. He's the one that led Milwaukee cops to the remains of Jeffrey Dahmer's 17 dismembered victims. It was a decade-long spree of cannibalistic homicides that shocked the country. But if you could see how he got away with some of these things, the cops even came in his house like, what's that smell? And still, they didn't end up even checking or doing anything about it. All right, now let's talk about Boosie. He has a movie coming out about the Water Boys in Atlanta. And unfortunately, no celebrity showed up to his premiere. He posted a picture of himself, and he said, the only celebrity who came to my movie premiere, me. Here's what he had to say about his new movie.
I need all my Boosie fans to go to BoosieMovie.com right now and support my film. Waterboy is dropping 9/28 on BoosieMovie.com, but you can pre-order right now.
I think the last time he did a movie, the only person who showed up was Duval, I believe.
Well, he also is in the movie, and he executive produced it. And here is the trailer for Waterboys. And I guess his Instagram got shut down again right before the movie came out, so he's been writing this stuff on Twitter.
When somebody asks you, do you think you're going to be a millionaire? You say, I know I'm going to be a millionaire. Power is in the tongue, young.
So that was from the Waterboys movie that he has coming out September 28th.
Okay.
All right, now, Ari Fletcher. People are wondering what's going on with her relationship with Moneybagg Yo. Well, she talked about it on her YouTube cooking show, Dinner with the Don. Remember, he had posted a picture of a baby bump, a stomach, a baby bump, and then took it down. And some people were wondering if she was pregnant. And here's what she had to say.
I'm going to tell you guys what happened. So, yes, that was me in the picture, pregnant, holding my stomach like this. Whoop, that was me.
So you had a little bite.
And unfortunately, I had a miscarriage, and God just, But yes, I did. I was pregnant, and I did have a miscarriage. Yeah, so that is that.
I think God just said not right now.
God said not right now.
But probably in the future.
Probably in the future.
All right, so they are still together, but that was her in the picture that Moneybagg Yo posted. All right, and that is your rumor report.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good, that show that she has is a good cooking show. I don't know if they're still together because she's, I don't know. Because it was, I love the way she did it because she talks about her own stuff and monetizes her own juice and everything that's going on in her life. So there was other clips where she talks about if she's still with him because she said she was like single-ish now.
It feels like they're going to get back together. They're going,
Yeah.
Because then they end up being together. Everybody's always speculating on what's going on. She said there was no cheating or anything like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, who you giving your donkey to, Charlamagne?
Man, 4 after the hour, we got to talk about why holding a grudge can ultimately hurt you. Okay? We'll talk about it.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.